Jalen Brunson answered every question this postseason, leading the Knicks to their first NBA championship in 53 years and earning Finals MVP honors. He averaged more than 32 points per game in the Finals, highlighted by a signature 45-point performance in the title-clinching Game 5. This championship marks another defining chapter in a career that continues to rise to new heights for Brunson. What a career it's been for him so far. Since joining the Knicks in the 2022-2023 season, he became a three-time All-NBA player, three-time All-Star, one Clutch Player of the Year, and of course now the 2026 NBA Finals and Finals MVP. So now, as we open this up to the entire association, is Jalen Brunson, Marcus, you first, a top-5 player in the NBA?
He has to be. He has to be. First of all, let's just dial it back. Last year, this team went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I would call that a successful season, even though, everyone wants to see the Knicks win. They come back the next year and do the exact same thing, right? And not only that he does it, he's second team All-NBA. This year, he's first team All-NBA. So that's the first team All-NBA, obviously, with the numbers and the missing the games. That tells you who's top 5. New York is the biggest market in the world. You stepping neck and neck with LA. This guy has exceeded all expectations. He didn't assemble a super team, whatever you want to call it. And every time he's able to step up to the plate. The way I look at it is this: you go into the playoffs, and the playoffs is what creates stars, not the regular season. If you're going into the playoffs and you're seeing his number in the playoffs, and not just his numbers, what he did. You went into Philly. I'm gonna skip past the Atlanta series because I felt like they were gonna win that. You go into Philly, you go against arguably 3 superstars, 2 Hall of Famers, sweep them. Closeout game, you win by 40. You go into Cleveland, arguably 2 Hall of Famers, you sweep them, right? And then you go into the finals, arguably one of the best players that's going to play this game. You talk about wembanyama, and you gentleman sweep of being down double digits each time. Wholeheartedly, that's Jalen Brunson scoring and leading his team and being a quarterback. The stars in the NBA are created from the players and the markets. If you go into a market like New York and you do what he did, is undoubtedly that you're a top 5 player in the NBA. And he's winning. So I don't know what else do you need to honestly put in there to be like, what is the criteria of being a top 5 player? Because a top 5 player wins. Not just regular season stat, they win, right? So if there's any guys that you can put in there that's been consistent, that's been slighted a little bit, going because of his size, and he's not as explosive, he's not as exciting as the other guys, so he's been slighted. But the guy's a winner. He's been a winner at every level. So to me, he has to be top 5 just because of the resume.
It's a tough one to argue. I'll try to fight you off. Right? And I'll look at it from a standpoint, if you were a GM, and I know the Knicks fan wouldn't want to hear this, but if you're a GM, would you make this trade for next year only? Not down the road with age and everything else. Would you trade Jokic if you were the Knicks and you had to get Jokic? Would you trade Jokic for Brunson? You'd have to.
No, you don't.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
I would.
No, you don't.
You wouldn't trade for Jokic?
No, I wouldn't.
He's won an NBA championship.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right? That's one. Doncic.
In a certain system, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, but he's great, though.
Great.
He's good.
Great player.
He's a great offensive player. I mean, listen, you can. I'd take the side. Would you trade him for Doncic? You'd probably take Doncic, wouldn't you?
For a fact.
I mean, I got to take the lick. I got to take him. What are you going to do about Giannis? Are we going to count him or not? He's not.
As
He's
of
not.
today,
All right, so because I got a lot of people telling me he's going to have a great year next year. You want to say injuries? How about that? Okay, we'll leave him alone. All right, how about SGA?
Taking SGA.
You got to take it. You have to. I've been killing him all morning. I'll do it again later. But be fair. Wembanyama.
Taking Wemby.
We got Jokic, Wembanyama. How about Jalen Brown?
No.
How about Tatum?
As of today, I'm taking Brunson.
How about Cade Cunningham?
As of today, I'm taking Brunson.
Cunningham's on a bad team. He's by himself. Nobody else.
Not bad team. He had two superstars.
But they were terrible. They were terrible.
They won the East.
Yeah, but they were terrible. They got one great player. Jordan was awful. They got one great player. My point is, I understand you could do that, but I could come up with a list of about 8, 9 guys that I could make a good case for.
Yeah.
And that's so I'll make that. Don't look at, what are you bored for? Why are you looking at me that way?
I'm not bored. I think
I'm talking. You look at me with a little energy.
I'm disgusted, but I'm just going to let everybody get
come on, man. That's not the way to do it.
I got you. Don't tell me how to do it.
One thing.
He's not taking New York into consideration there. There's something to be said about playing in the city.
I agree with that.
So many stars fall short under the bright lights.
I
And
agree with.
Brunson did not. Go ahead, Keith.
Both of y'all made great points. The playing in New York point was top, right? Playing in the biggest market in the world automatically puts you in that top 5, the top 6, and then getting it done. Not just playing here, you getting it done. But also, too, I can agree with you saying there's about 6 or 7 players that I can be like, it's a debate. It's a big debate. And it's about 3 or 4 where it's like, no, for sure those players, the Shea, the Luka, the Joker, he's not better than those players. He didn't have a better season than the MVP, so we can't say he's better than the best player in the league, right? And then you have the Tatums that falls right under too, so it's debatable. But the biggest thing is playing New York market. That is the biggest thing in this conversation, because if you play that well and bring a championship to the biggest market, it automatically skyrockets you.
I don't disagree with that premise.
Basketball player.
I don't disagree with that. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
We are asking this question today, meaning that Jalen Brunson is an NBA champion and an NBA Finals MVP. This is not before this has happened. This is now that it has happened. Now that we've seen what we've seen, which was, Doggy, NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP, 3-time All-NBA player, 3-time NBA All-Star. By the way, we have to take into account history, as you would say. Collegiately, 2-time national champion, 2018 Big East Player of the Year, National College Player of the Year. That year, knowing that he had those accolades, he went out and closed the deal and won the championship. Pay attention, Doggy, because it's the timing, as you well know. It's not like he won the championship and then all of a sudden they announced that these awards are coming. No. They announced that he won it. And then after they announced that he won it, he had a national championship to go win and did it. Let's go to high school, okay? Mr. Illinois basketball, FIBA Under-19 World Cup MVP, USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, and oh, by the way, first team parade All-American. So you go to high school, you win. Remember how everybody was raving when they were doing a feature on him? How he went into hostile confines as a high school player and dropped 50 to close out his career. Remember that? Why does that matter? Because a decade later in the NBA Finals, he did the same thing he did as a high school player in 2015. I've got history here that shows me there are habits that this brother showcases. The bigger the stage, the bigger he gets. High school, he goes to college, all right, there's expectations. Not 1, 2 national titles. And the Player of the Year. And All-American status. Oh, by the way, turns around, goes pro. What he does in the media capital of the world, wins the championship. Oh, by the way, I was wrong about what he's averaging. Let me help you out there, Doggy. 4 seasons with the New York Knicks. How many postseason wins does he have? 39. That leads the NBA. What did he average in those 4 years in the postseason? 29.4 a game. That leads the NBA. I thought it was number 2 behind Shai Gilgeous. No, you passed Shai Gilgeous, bro. Passed Shai Gilgeous. Oh, by the way, 5th in Knicks 61% regular season winning percentage. And in the regular season, only player in the NBA to average at least 20